Hello everyone. Today I am going to discuss what are different types of rocks. So the rocks are classified in geology basically three types: igneous rock, sedimentary rocks, and metamorphic rocks. Igneous rocks are those rocks which are generally formed by cooling of the magma. So when the volcano erupt magma, the magma solidify and that converted directly into a solid hard rock that is called as igneous rocks. And the sedimentary rocks are those rocks which are formed after the weathering erosion of the igneous rock. So suppose there is a igneous rock is there and that igneous rock undergo weathering and erosion process. As a result, the sediments are transported and deposited somewhere over the earth surface, and sedimentary rocks are formed after compaction, lithification, and diagenesis process. These are called as the sedimentary rocks. So sometimes these sedimentary rocks are considered also as a secondary rocks, since it can form both from igneous rocks or by weathering erosion of the metamorphic rocks. So if you see the metamorphic rocks, these are the rocks which are formed by the uh, high temperature and pressure condition of the both igneous and the sedimentary rocks. So metamorphic rocks can form from the sedimentary rocks or from the igneous rocks. So these are called metamorphic rocks. Let's give some example like igneous rock is granite, which one igneous rocks and obsidians. So igneous rocks based on the mode of formation, these are classified into the igneous intrusive rocks or extrusive rocks. Extrusive rocks means the rocks which are formed above the surface after eruption of the magma above the surface. But intrusive rocks are those rocks which are formed below the surface, and these rock formed because of the slow cooling of magma. But since the temperature is very low outside, so here the lava cools rapidly. So these are called as the extrusive igneous rocks. Here is the example of obsidian, which is formed because of the very rapid cooling of the magma. So there is not possible to formation of any crystal. So it looks like dark. And this is the coarse rocks, that is granite. Let's come to the sedimentary rocks. Example is sandstone, which is a classic sedimentary rocks, mostly composed of the quartz, feldspar, and rock fragment, and the chemical sedimentary rocks like limestone, formed by the chemical precipitation under the marine and alkaline condition, and the organic rock like the coal. Coal is formed by the decomposition of the biogenic matter. Then metamorphic rock is formed at a high pressure temperature like this lead. For example, sedimentary rock like shell that undergo high pressure and temperature and converted into the shell. And the marble is formed by the chemical by the metamorphism of the limestone. So these are some other example of the sedimentary rocks like the here is the Brexia conglomerate, mostly composed of the pebbles, and this is the sandstone which is embedded in nature. Shell mostly composed of the clay minerals and the very fine grains rocks, and this is the phosphorus limestone formed in the marine setting. Here is the coal. And igneous rocks like the gabbro, which is an intrusive igneous rocks formed below the surface under the slow cooling, and rhyolite, that is the volcanic equivalent of the granites, that is relatively fine grained and doubled above the surface. And this is the granite, its volcanic equivalent is the rhyolite. Then see the basalt, which is considered also as the mafic rock. And these are the other like the scoria. If the igneous rock contain high amount of the vesicles, this is called as scoria, and the pumice. And these are some photographs of the metamorphic rock like the slate, pillite. When the slate also undergo high pressure temperature, it converted into pillite, then it converted into the schist, then it is converted into the gneiss. And this is the scan, hornfels, soapstone, blue schist, eclogite, which developed at a high pressure, high temperature condition. Migmatite, it is a intermediate rock or the hybrid rock in between the igneous and metamorphic rocks, which is formed by the partial melting of the metamorphic rocks. And this is the serpentinite. These are all about the different types of rocks, and the different photographs of the igneous, metamorphic, and sedimentary rocks are mentioned here. Thank you.